Happy Sunday, y'all. Good morning. World's first and only dark skin activist is in the building. Good morning, everybody. Shout out to AC Walker, your first. Shout out to Prairie Justice, your second. I'm glad to have y'all here. You are tuned into Rashida Strober, the world's first. I said the world's first and only dark skin activist. That's right. I actually own the trademark to dark skin activists. And I always start my lives out like this because y'all been stealing from me for years now. For those of you that don't know, I went viral for calling out the rapper Kendrick Lamar's darkism back in 2015. After that, I became social media famous. Everybody was like, what the hell is a dark skin activist? This lady is crazy. But all you bitches started copying me. Now y'all got these colorism channels up, copying everything that I've done. But you're not the dark skin activist. It's only one dark skin activist. And like I said, dark skin activist is my trademark name that I own, rightfully so, because I came up with the phrase. And I'm going to get every last one of you legally that's been stealing from me for years. When I get me an attorney on this case, I'm going to bring all y'all to justice for stealing from my brand. Anybody that's talking about colorism, you stole from Rashida Strober, the dark skin activist. Anybody that's talking, I don't care if you're a damn celebrity or a reality star. If you uttering anything about colorism out your mouth, you done stole from me or you done stole from somebody that done stole from me. The website is darkskinactivist.com. darkskinactivist.com. I'm going to put it, maybe I need to put it up on the screen because I can put it on the screen today because I'm actually on my, you can even get there by typing in colorismactivist.com. See, I had to do a lot of legal stuff to protect my brand because these heifers online done stole from me for years. And I'm just like over it, y'all. I'm just over it, but it is what it is. My website is darkskinactivist.com. And you can go to my website and I'm going to share the screen. Give me a moment, y'all. I'm on my StreamYard. You can go to the website and you can download a free ebook copy of my book entitled Darkism, 25 Ways Dark Skinned People Are Discriminated Against. And what pisses me off is I done put in the work. I done wrote the books. Dark skin activism consists of my plays, my books, my colorism counseling that I started originally. Y'all bitches ain't start this. I've been doing this since 1998, before YouTube existed. And y'all see me go viral, and you bitches, because that's what the fuck you are. I'm cussing today. You come and you just try to take away from years of hard work. You're not the motherfucking dark skin activist. It's only one, and that's Rashida Strober. That's it. I don't give a fuck how many of y'all come up on here with your fake dark skin stories. You will never be me. You will never be the one that created the entire platform. That's facts. And those of you that done created something, you understand exactly where I'm coming from. The website is darkskinactivist.com. And here's where you can go and sign up for a free ebook copy of my book entitled Darkism, 25 Ways Dark Skinned People Are Discriminated Against. Real quick, I started dark skin activism back in 1998 before YouTube and social media even existed. You better Wikipedia me. You better Google me, because my history is there. It's verified. Ain't nothing fake. It's there. You can do your research. I am the founder, the creator, the blueprint to this whole colorism conversation. That's all facts. Nobody can take that away from me, no matter how many of you clones copy. Dark skin activism consists of my plays and my books and my social commentary about only dark skin. And I am the first person in recorded history to create a movement to eradicate colorism. Nobody else has ever created a movement like this before. And I created this movement called dark skin activism before YouTube existed. Then when YouTube came about, I brought the first colorism channel to social media. And then I went viral in 2015, and that's when you bitches started copying me. You got wind of what I was doing, and you copied me. The books that I've written include Darkism. You can find them on Amazon. I mean, you can go to my website and let's see, Amazon, Rashida Strober. You can go to my website and get a free ebook if you want. But as you can see, my books are also on Amazon. And I know you bitches wish you could beat me. I know you wish that you would have been intelligent enough and disciplined enough to write the books. But I've already done it. I already created the blueprint. And I don't like people copying me. I like you to be original. Don't come, you could be inspired all day, but don't fucking copy me. I'm not flattered by that. I got somebody right now on Instagram, on Facebook that stole my profile picture and perpetrating as me. People have done that to me. Be yourself. Be who the fuck you are. You could be inspired by me and my work, but don't copy me. You don't realize people like myself, originators and creators have put in years of work to originate their stuff. I don't want to be copied. I'm not flattered. Don't copy me. You're not Rashida Strober, the dark-skinned activist. None of you black females online. And anytime somebody copy me and try to do what I do, I'm going to have a problem with them. That's just what it is. And I think any reasonable human being that done put in work and created something, they're probably going to feel the same way. Anyway, the books are on Amazon. Darkism, How to Be the Hottest Dark-Skinned Chick on the Planet, A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge. I do believe Token Dark Girl, the It Dark Girl of the Moment is there. The only other person I'll ever give a shout out to is Cola Booth. That's it. The rest of you bitches do not matter to me at all. That's on YouTube copying. I don't give a fuck about you, except if I get my lawyer to sue you in court. That's the only way I care about you. I already know you copying me. I already know you my motherfucking clone. Even the dudes, they start all this colorism talk. All that shit came from Rashida Strober. You motherfuckers was not concerned about talking about dark skin and colorism until you saw my motherfucking work. Or you saw somebody that saw somebody that saw somebody that saw my work. All right. So now that I got that introduction out the way, y'all know how I do it. The people that know, they know. I want to say good morning again. And I want to say the reason why I'm doing another live on Simone Byles' sister, the jealous sister, because I do believe you're jealous, is because yesterday when I did the live, I was talking and going on and on and on, ladies and gentlemen, and nobody could hear me for like about maybe 10 minutes. So I deleted that live and I'm replacing it with this one where I'm redoing the video, giving my commentary on Simone Byles' sister, Micah, that's her name, and what she had to say. All right, so let me get started. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you guys hit the share button, because sometimes YouTube will give me thousands of views and then sometimes YouTube just, I don't know. But the bottom line is we just got to keep on going. We can never give up. We can never stop. We got to keep fighting, keep moving. And I want to say real quick, I found out my brother RBR Network, he passed away, and I'm so sad about it. I was so depressed about it last night. I want to say rest in peace, RBR Network. I want to say shout out to brother D. Durrell, because you are the channel, your channel, D. Durrell, is where I found out about it. And I went on to, there was a brother last night on RBR Network's channel that was carrying on the legacy. And I'm so impressed with that. I just want to say, RBR, man, I feel so bad about him passing away. I do. Take care of yourselves, because he was young. To me, he was like about 60, maybe 61, 62. That's not old. I mean, it's just not. There's some people that's like way older than that and they still living. So please take care of yourselves. You know, I got this morning, I always start my morning off with plant juice. This morning I made my kale blueberry juice with chlorella in it. And I engage in self-care, all the time. And I want to encourage you guys, please, whatever you do, because that's part of my dark skin activism and always has been. If you go read my book, How to Be the Hottest Dark Skinned Chick on the Planet, which I used to give away for free before you bitches started stealing from me. But in that book, I detail my dietary regimen. So take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Eat healthy foods. Fruits and vegetables is where it's at. Exercise. Because I might not like some of y'all asses, but I want y'all to be okay. I really do. Okay? So rest in peace, RBR Network. You are loved. You are appreciated. I'll never forget you. And just rest in peace to you. Okay, so let me get on this topic here. All right. So, first of all, I want to say that I do have a certain level of empathy for Micah, Simone Byles' sister. And the reason why I have a certain level of empathy for her is because the mother, the toxic black mom that the black community is always giving a pass to their toxic asses. And I don't want to hear about, they was traumatized. Okay, yeah, I know that they were traumatized. But just because you were traumatized growing up as a child and a young adult, try to stop the traumatization. You don't have to carry it on. You can do things to stop traumatizing the next generation of human beings. You can not have children. That's a way to stop traumatization. It's called antinatalism. So, I wish we would stop giving passes to black mothers and always bashing and beating up on the fathers. But we don't have nothing to say about these black mothers like Simone Byles' mom, who chose drugs over her children. We give them a pass and hold them on a pedestal and still go, that's my mama. Okay, to me, that's BS. These women, including my own self, I'm not excluding Rashida Strober. We need to hold toxic black mothers accountable for their toxic behavior, period. So with that being said, I have a certain level of empathy for Micah, because I believe what happened is this, and I could be wrong, but I believe that this lady, and apparently Micah was born after Simone Byles. I believe Micah is 24 years old. So she was born after Simone Byles. So she suffered from the same toxicity regarding the drugs that Simone Byles suffered from. But apparently she was not adopted into the circumstances to be given a better life chance as Simone Byles was. And that's not fair. And for that reason, I do sympathize with Micah. I have to say that at the outset. Okay? I got to be fair. And I believe that there's a certain level of bitterness and resentment and jealousy, perhaps directed towards Simone Byles. And I think that, Micah, you're directing your anger and bitterness and upsetness towards the wrong person, because Simone Byles, she was in the same position as you. And she had no control over where she went to. She had no control over whether or not she went to a good home or a bad home, just like you did, Micah. So you should not be upset with Simone Byles for that, okay? You need to be upset with your mother. Your mother caused the problem. Again, stop giving passes to toxic black mothers. Stop. Stop with this queen shit. Stop with the abolish Mother's Day. In fact, fuck Mother's Day. And fuck Father's Day too. Fuck Mother's Day. Fuck Father's Day. Abolish it. You're not special to me because you gave birth. So what? There's billions of humans on earth that do the same exact thing. What makes you different and special? Nothing. You're not special. I just don't see it that way. I don't even want my own children to be telling me no happy Mother's Day. For what? Why do they need to thank me for having pleasure? Because that's what y'all did. Y'all had pleasure bringing them onto earth, and they didn't ask to be here, and you want them to thank you? That's fucking insane. To my children, you don't have to thank me. You don't have to say Mother's Day. Don't put me on no pedestal. Don't do that. I'm taking the opposite direction. Y'all, it could be a billion motherfuckers going that way. And if I think you wrong, I'm going the other way. Because I got my own mind. And I deal with logic. The logic of it is this. The child did not ask to be here. The mother and the father brought them here. Why the fuck do they need to thank you? Stop it. Stop it with this toxic upholding of toxic black mothers. Stop the shit. They're not special. That's my fucking opinion. Y'all ain't got to agree with it. I don't give a fuck. That's how I feel about the situation. Just like you got an opinion, I got my opinion. And I have a right to my opinion. I have a right to critique my humanity. That's right. So we're going to get that started first off. Good morning, everybody. Let me sip on my green juice. Good morning, Chris Reed. And here we go with Chris Reed. Talk about if it wasn't for Simone Byles' mother, it would not be a Simone Byles. So, and she doesn't get a cookie for that. She doesn't get a cake for that. Because again, Simone Byles didn't ask to be here. Simone Byles did not ask to be here. Micah did not ask to be here. No human being that comes on earth asked to be here. Make it make sense. Logically make that shit make sense. If you could prove to me that a child asked their mama and daddy to be here, then I'll shut the fuck up. I'll end this live. I won't say shit. Prove it. Prove that a human being asked their parents to be here. By the way, y'all, I would like for those of you that can find it in the kindness of your heart, you like what I'm saying, you like my content, so please make a donation. I never get enough donations. Y'all, I got my Cash App. Don't just sit here and listen to me talk and enjoy the live, because I know that y'all enjoying the live. I know y'all do. Make a donation. My Cash App is $RASHIDA'Lala. Once again, $RASHIDA'Lala. Once again, that is $RASHIDA'Lala. And I'm going to be putting my Cash App in the chat periodically and encouraging everyone to donate, because I never get enough donations. And I want to say thank you to the people that have donated to me. If you've ever donated, I do appreciate you. I want you to know that. So, yes, I do have a certain level of empathy for Micah. But here's the problem, Micah. Here's the problem, Micah. Here's the problem. Simone Byles is not bothering you or bashing you publicly. Simone Byles has not bashed her mother publicly. She's ignoring y'all. She has a right to ignore you. You're not entitled. This is the thing with these toxic ass family members. And I know, because I'm the type of person, if I don't like your ass, I'm going to fucking ignore you. That's it. I ain't got shit to say to you. I'm going to act like your ass is the air. And I know you're there, but I don't fucking see you. That's my human right. I'm going to ignore you. She's ignoring you. That's her right. As long as she not starting shit with y'all, coming over there fucking with y'all, doing fucked up shit, leave her alone. She's not doing that. She has a right not to say a motherfucking thing to you. You do realize that. She has a right. One time I seen one of my family members that stole money out of my bank account. I'll never forget it, and I never forgave. I walked right past that motherfucker on the trail, and I didn't say one fucking word. I seen another family member one time at the store. I don't like this person at fucking all. I don't like you. I'm not going to talk to you. Don't follow me. Don't say shit to me. Let me de-escalate. I walk right past this particular individual. I ain't say one fucking word. That's my right. I don't have to talk to you. As long as I ain't fucking you and fucking with you and bothering you and coming to your house and starting shit, we good. If I do that, then call the police on my ass. But I ain't never done that. I'm not stupid. But I ain't got to talk to you. I don't have to speak to you. I don't have to call you. I don't have to fucking acknowledge you. That's my right. Understand that, Micah. She doesn't have to talk to you or her mother. She doesn't have to do that. She's a full-grown woman, and she ain't got to talk to your ass. Let's start off with that, because people don't respect boundaries. You know, when you are a child, your parents got control. You got to be in certain environments, and you got to adhere to certain things. But we're talking about a 27-year-old adult woman, and you think you're going to force and bully her and shame her into talking to your ass? Who the hell do you? That to me is so damn disrespectful, to try to force somebody, to force your fucking will on another human being. Who do you think you are? You're not God. And to Simone Byles, just because you birthed her, she's not your slave. Black moms, you don't own your children. You don't own your adult children. Y'all need to get over that shit, thinking that you own and control your adult children. You don't. You don't. Thank you, Chris Reed. And Chris Reed, I thank you so much for that donation, but I would like, please hit the Cash App, because YouTube takes like forever to pay out the monies. So please, if you want to make a donation, and I don't want you to think that I'm ungrateful, because I do appreciate you, Chris Reed. Now, I do thank you. I'm very grateful. Let me ask that anybody that wants to donate, please, please, please direct it to my Cash App. So another thing I didn't like. See, people expect for dark-skinned women to be loud, ghetto, and wretched. Now, I will admit, I got both in me. I'm naturally an introvert. I'm naturally an intellectual. I stayed to myself growing up. I like to read. But because I grew up in the fucking hood around you ratchet ass, some of you ratchet ass motherfuckers, you know, you got to defend yourself. And I had to change it up unless I would have got bullied and all kinds of shit. And I'm not about that life. You ain't finna bully me. So I had to become, the type of person, a different type of person, because of the environment that I was in. I had to come up out my shell, my introverted shell, and defend myself growing up in the hood. So I got this quiet, introverted side of me, quiet, introverted, intellectual. That's my real side. Because I don't be wanting no smoke. I like to de-escalate. I don't want no smoke with nobody, but I will motherfucking defend myself. Don't get it fucked up now. I don't want no smoke, though. I don't. So I got two sides of me. So that's why you might see, some of y'all might consider me to be, oh, you're loud and rap. Okay, that's fine. I just told you I grew up in the hood. I got 5 brothers. I grew up in the hood. Okay? And I had to become the type of person. Because if you ever grew up in the hood, you know that there's bullies in the hood. You know that there's people that mess with you and start shit with you for no reason. They don't like the way you breathe. They don't like the way your eye twitch. Dumb shit. You could be walking down the street by yourself quietly, and I've had that. Walking down the street to the bus stop by myself, minding my business, and this dumb bitch across the street, she used to watch me every day. Just thought just because I was quiet that she could try it, but she found out the motherfucking hard way. I mean, just because I'm quiet, I ain't saying that. And you can make that fucking assumption if you want to. You're gonna make a mistake. But that's how it went down in the hood. So that's why I got these two sides. But I like my quiet, introverted side because that's my true nature. That's my true nature. Anyway, got Simone Byles, who obviously grew up in a non-ratchet environment. Listen to the way Simone Byles speaks. Simone Byles speaks very properly. And people don't expect that. Just admit it. Y'all motherfuckers admit it. Y'all don't expect that to come from a dark-skinned black woman. You don't expect for a dark-skinned black woman to speak like a valley girl. I wrote you bitches might try to copy this too. And I'm a go off online if I see any bitch copying what I'm saying. Yes, I am. Because I'm tired of you bitches copying, listening to me in the cut. Bitches be in the cut, listening to me, and then go back and regurgitate. Don't try it. Anyway, I wrote an article called Dark Skin Valley Girl. Because I ran into a dark skinned valley girl when I lived in Los Angeles. Okay. So Simone Byles talks like a dark skinned valley girl. She's dark skinned. You wouldn't expect her, the society wouldn't expect her to speak like that. Now you have the flip side with her sibling, Micah. I mean, she doesn't speak like a valley girl. She doesn't have proper English. She doesn't, not to me, not on the level of Simone Byles. Simone Byles is classy. Simone Byles is well spoken. And Simone Byles is she has this class about her. She exudes class. She does. And I think that people are jealous of dark-skinned black women that are like that. I told y'all I code switch. I can go from talking my hood shit and let you motherfuckers know exactly what time it is to flip into an intellectual on you real quick. It's not a problem. Because that's how I learned to that was my way of being, of survival in the hood. But apparently, Simone Byles didn't grow up in the hood. When she got adopted, she came around some intellectual, intelligent people. That's very apparent to me. Micah, I'm sorry that you didn't, and I mean that. So, Micah, who's also dark-skinned, you come on. This is the problem number one. See, you shouldn't have did it this way. If you want to come on and talk your shit about Simone Byles, if nobody wasn't gonna stop you from doing it, and you gonna come try to get attention off your sister's name, you should have did your hair. Take that ratchet ass bonnet off. Take that ratchet. I'm so sick of these ratchet ass low life bonnets in public is what I mean, because I think that you should. It's okay to wear it in private. I get why Black women want to wear bonnets in private, even though I've never worn bonnets. I don't do bonnets. But I understand why Black women wear bonnets in private. But don't bring that shit to the public on a public platform like YouTube, where you could be exposed to millions. So that was your mistake number one. You came up on there with a bonnet on your head and you had a house coat on. You should have came dressed up, had your makeup done, and looking like you are somebody. You don't come out the house, and coming on YouTube is coming out the house to me. That's the same thing as coming out the house, because millions of people could see you. You don't come out the house with a damn bonnet on your head with a damn robe on. That's ratchet. I don't like it. And I don't care what Black women disagrees with me. I don't give a flying fuck. I don't care. That's your right to disagree. I don't give a fuck. This is my opinion. You ain't gotta like it. Black women ain't no monolith. I told y'all that before. Tired of people thinking we're a monolith. We're not. Damn it. Good morning, Dark Masculine Carmen. Shout out to you. So you come up on there, talking your shit, speaking your piece, with a bonnet on. And you expect for Simone Byles supporters and fans to take you seriously. You should have did your hair, dressed up, and came on there and talked about what you needed to talk about. If you were going to do it, even though I disagree with you doing it, but if you were going to do it, you should have been looking like a nice, neat person. And then maybe, people would be more interested in what you got to say in terms of supporting you. Okay. So that to me, I was just like, what in the hell is this right here? Listening to this person coming up on here, trashing her sister that ain't starting nothing with you. This woman is not bothering you. Simone ain't bothering you. I think they want Simone to bother them. They want to, these women are attacking Simone Byles because they want the smoke. They want the smoke with Simone. I hope Simone does not respond. I really hope she doesn't fucking respond to y'all. I hope she don't give y'all an ounce of what y'all want. I hope she doesn't say one damn word. And here's the thing, Micah, you must understand, and Shannon Byles, you must understand, Simone doesn't owe you anything. She doesn't owe you an explanation. She doesn't have to reach out to you. She doesn't have to call you. She doesn't have to give you any money. She doesn't have to have a meeting with you. She doesn't have to do any of that. It's her choice. It's her choice. You don't make the decision. Simone Byles makes the decision as to whether or not she wants to respond. Simone Byles makes the decision as to whether or not she wants a relationship with you. You don't decide. You don't. And they have this entitled mentality that just because they go to the media that, we're going to make Simone respond and talk to us. It's sickening to me. It's just, it's repulsive. The behavior is repulsive to me. To think that you have that level of control over another human being just because they're your sibling or just because they're your daughter. I disagree with that. You might have controlled and ran the show when Simone was under the age of 18, but you don't now. Shannon Byles, you don't. You absolutely don't control the show. And I feel what you're doing by going to the media is a form of manipulation. You're trying to manipulate your daughter into speaking to you and reaching out, because you're going to the media. And the media don't control it. That's another thing. The media could sit there and talk all kinds of shit and be sneaky and put out this vile shit about Simone Byles through her parents, through her mom, all they want. Guess what, media? You don't control Simone Byles either. And that includes bloggers, such as myself, as well. None of us can tell Simone Byles what she needs to do. Only Simone Byles and God controls her. So just stop. So just stop the bullshit. I'm not on y'all side. Y'all thinking that y'all gonna get people on y'all side? I'm not on y'all side. I think what you're doing is vile. And another thing too, Michael, you talking about you gonna come out and defend your mom? Your mom put this out to the public, sweetheart. When you put shit out to the public and the public ain't came, no public ain't came knocking on her door asking her a damn thing. She volunteered this. So here's how it works. When you bring your ass up on social media or to the other types of media, the mainstream media, and you put your story out there, then you are opening up the door for people to publicly critique your ass. That's how it works. Just like me with this live stream. I could take the hits. I've been taking the hits. I put my shit out here. I talk my shit. And I already know people going to disagree with me. That's my fault. I can't blame nobody. Yeah, this the accountability part. Y'all don't take no goddamn accountability. They sit up here telling their damn business to the world and don't want nobody to say nothing. Well, guess what? Anybody on YouTube, dear people on YouTube, dear YouTubers, dear people that want to run and tell their business to the public, guess what? The public is going to critique your motherfucking ass. If you don't want to be publicly goddamn critiqued, get the fuck off the internet. Get the fuck off of social media. Perry Justice says they tried to shame Simone using the media, but it backfired on them. Exactly. It backfired. One of the main reasons it backfired because Simone ain't saying nothing. She ignoring their ass. She ain't said one damn word. She ain't bashed them. She ain't talked bad about them. But her sister running up on the media with that damn bonnet on, talking about, I got my own issues with Simone. So the fuck what? Who cares? I don't care if you have your own issues. I don't care. I literally don't give a damn. Why don't I give a damn? Because again, Simone ain't bothering you. Simone ain't said nothing bad about you. Simone ain't trashing you. That's why I don't care. Dark Masculine says they want money. I believe that. I believe that they want money. They're not saying it out of their mouth, but I believe that they want Simone's money. You want Simone Byles' wealth. That's what you want. You want her money. And if I was Simone, I wouldn't give them a damn thing. Because here's what you need to do, Micah. You need to go stop worrying about Simone because you can't force her to talk to you. So quit worrying about her. You need to go focus on yourself. That is the problem with these a lot of these toxic ass people in our community. You're so busy worried about the next person, crab in a fucking barrel, that you're not focusing on, well, what can I do to better myself? God gave me a brain. God gave me cognition. I got my health and my strength. Shout out to Sis Nina Simone. I always think about the song, I Got Myself, where she talk about, I ain't got no money, ain't got no, y'all don't want to hear me saying, but y'all need to go listen to that song. And then she'll tell you everything she ain't got. But then she start to tell you, I got my head, I got my lip. Y'all don't want to hear me saying. But go listen to Nina Simone. She's basically saying, I got my health, my wealth, I got myself. I can go do it. Michael, go listen to that damn song. That's what the fuck you need to do. And be inspired. You got your damn self. Quit bitching and whining. I can't stand bitchers and whiners that don't get up and do something. Notice what I just said. I can't stand the bitchers and the whiners sit there and constantly whine and bitch about how fucked up their life is. Now, if you can whine and bitch to me, I'll sit there and listen to you. But when you done with that whining and bitching, you better go figure out how the fuck I'm finna get out this shit. You better go figure out a solution to your problem. Me, I'm quit the fucking haul ass. I'm gone. I don't like people that whine and bitch and complain, but do nothing to change their situation. You can't help Micah the cards you was dealt, but your ass is a big grown woman. Get up off your ass and get out and get something. That was Outcast, right? Because I don't feel sorry for you if you don't get up and do something for yourself. All these whiners, it just make me think about Atlanta Street Interviews. You got these homeless people on there, and I used to be homeless, so I could talk my shit. They sit their ass, entitled motherfucking asses, up on some of them, not all of them. I ain't talking about all of them. I'm not talking about all the Atlanta Street interviewees. But these heifers and some of the dudes got the nerve to sit their entitled motherfucking ass up on Atlanta Street Interviews, thinking that the subscribers are supposed to give you their fucking money just because you sharing your story. Who the fuck do you think you are? Get up off your ass and get a job, save your money, hustle, and get off the streets like the fuck I did. I ain't have no YouTube and Atlanta Street Interviews and Cash App to go begging people for their hard-earned motherfucking money. They want you to feel sorry for them. I don't have to do anything. I stopped donating to those people on Atlanta Street Interviews. And I was there from day one with Marcus. Day one. I'm a day one Marcus supporter. He started interviewing some of them, and they think that you're supposed to give them your fucking money. I can't stand some of these people in this generation. Some of y'all, not all of y'all. I said some of y'all, not all of y'all. I said some of y'all, not all of y'all. Some of y'all are weak as fuck. You're fucking weak. You're fucking weak. You bitch, you whine, you cry. And I'm fucking sick of it. Because bitching and whining and crying don't solve the damn problem. After your ass finished bitching and whining and crying on YouTube, begging people for their hard-earned money, the problem is still there. Go solve it. People like problem solvers. People that I solved my problem. I was homeless and on the streets, and I ain't never begged nobody for no goddamn fucking money. I used to walk miles on St. Pete Beach, got me a job, got my GED, enrolled myself in college. I did stay from place to place, but eventually, because I kept working hard, I was able to secure an apartment, and I worked with no cash apps, with no motherfucking YouTube. That's why I don't respect these motherfuckers. Bitching, whining, begging, wanting motherfuckers to feel sorry for you. Motherfucker, I don't feel sorry for my goddamn self. Entitled ass motherfucker. I can't stand it. If your ass ain't got no physical defect to where you can't work, or if you ain't an elderly person, or if you ain't disabled, or if you ain't no little kid, you can get your motherfucking ass up and go to work. You can get your motherfucking ass up and go to school. It's called grit, bitch. Grit. Grit. Get some of it. Get some of it. There's a book actually entitled Grit. Grit by Angela Duckworth. Go read it and get off the internet with all this bitching and whining and go read it and provide some solutions to the problem. I can't respect these motherfuckers because I came from the school of the fucking real hard knocks. I really did get myself out of homelessness. For fucking real. And I ain't bitching, whining nobody. And yes, I'm traumatized. Extremely. But I ain't sit there and cry and bitch and whine and moan. I can't understand a bitcher and a crier and a whiner and a moaner that don't get up after they done bitching, crying, and moaning and do something for themselves. And I'm talking about stick it out, motherfucker. Keep going. Like I said, if you ain't disabled or elderly or a little kid, you ain't getting no goddamn sympathy from me. You ain't getting no sympathy. If you disabled the other day, y'all, and I'm not saying this because I want y'all to brag on myself. I'm telling you this story because it fits into what I'm saying. I'm telling you this story of the people that are deserving of our help. The other day I was coming down the street in Central, in St. Petersburg. Y'all make sure y'all hit that Cash App. I ain't got no Cash App donations yet. And I know I'm putting out good content. The other day, 2 or 3 days ago, I was coming from, I forgot where I was coming from, but I was riding down Central by Church's Chicken. Across the street, that's where I used to catch the bus at to go to St. Pete College when I was struggling and trying to help myself. I kept fighting through it. I'll never forget those days. And I rode down the street, and it was raining too. It was raining real hard. And I saw somebody, it looked like trash, I'm not gonna lie. And I looked over to my right, and it looked like, and I kept looking, I realized it was a person on the ground. And it was raining hard, and it was a man on the ground. He didn't have no legs. And he was like covered by this trash, but you could still see a face. That's why I realized, oh shit, that's a human being. He was covered by trash and blankets, right? And I turned around. It was raining. I turned around. I turned around. I had to turn around, y'all. I turned around and I discovered and saw this man, 65 years old. That's how he told me he was. Laying there in the rain, soaking wet, with trash covering him. And a wheelchair, a black wheelchair, was sitting next to him. And I said, what happened? And he told me he fell out the wheelchair. And the man had no legs, y'all. And so I parked my car at the Church's Chicken. And I went and got an umbrella out the car. And I had my hoodie, my black hoodie. Because, I run in my hoodie. I like to run in my hoodie. I had that in the car because I was trying to say, damn, let me find something to cover this man up and get him out this wet stuff. And I took all the wet blankets and the trash off of him. And covered him, gave him my hoodie, and I took the umbrella I had and covered him up, and I called the ambulance. And this man told me, he showed me his hands. I felt so sorry for him, y'all. He had sores on his hands, and he told me he had butt sores from laying on a concrete ground. He was on a concrete ground, and I actually saw people walk past this man with no legs, being rained on. No legs, with trash covering him. I seen people walk past him. Let me tell you motherfuckers from Atlanta street interviews that's able-bodied. Bitch, you don't deserve no help. This man, the disabled man with no legs, deserves the help. And I sat there thinking to myself, Rashida, as long as God give you the breath in your body, you get up off your motherfucking ass. You able-bodied, you can move. And you get shit done. As long as you're on this earth and you can do it, you make moves. Because this man laying on the ground, and I said, do you have any kids? He said he had kids, but they weren't there helping him. This man laying on the ground with no legs. This is an example of a disabled person that is deserving of society's help. Deserving of society's help. There's another man that I love to pieces. He's 86 years old. I ain't gonna say his name, but sometimes I give him a ride. Saw him a couple of weeks ago. He walking, looking like he, was so tired. And whenever I see him, I try my very best. Sometimes I'll be doing stuff, but I turn around and give him a ride. He's 86 years old. in great health, walks everywhere he got to go, but sometimes he needs a little help. The elderly like that deserves our help. I just gave you 2 examples of people in society, disabled people and the elderly. Also little kids like Simone Byles. Let me get to her. And this is why I'm Team Simone Byles, because I understand. I listened to an interview where Simone talked about being hungry all the time when she was with her mom. And I understand that because I was hungry all the time. I was like real skinny when I was growing up because I was hungry all the time. And I remember going to some of my relatives' houses that they didn't like that I would eat. Go in the refrigerator. They didn't want you to go in the refrigerator and eat the food. And I was hungry all the fucking time. And Simone said she was hungry all the time. And Simone said she don't like cats because she remembered the cat eating before she did. Go listen to her interview. Simone said she don't like cats to this day. And I'm paraphrasing. I'm paraphrasing what she said. Because the cat ate before her. How the fuck do you feed a cat, an animal, before you feed your own fucking child? Who does that? Good morning, amazing Lovecraft. Good morning. Let's talk about it. Exactly, dark masculine. How do you feed a cat before you feed your own child? To me, that's just, but the part I related about with Simone is being hungry all the time growing up. Wanting to eat all the time. I remember there was a family member of mine that used to tell me when I came to their house, I eat too much. And to this day, I ain't finna turn nobody down for if they want some food. I ain't finna do that shit. Like, you ain't finna get my food. I ain't finna give you my food now. I'm gonna be honest. But I'm gonna give you some money. You go buy your own fresh food. Okay? You can go buy your own damn fresh food. And that man that was on the ground, he had a colostomy bag. I forgot that part. The colostomy bag came loose. And he said to me when he said, can you give me some money to get something to eat? And I said, they finna take you to the emergency room and you gonna eat there. And he said, no, you don't understand. When I get to the emergency room, they gonna put the IV in me and that's how they gonna feed me. He said, I want some McDonald's. That's what he said to me, no lie. And when I looked at him like, oh. So I think I must have had a $20 bill in my purse and I gave him my $20. I'm not telling y'all this. Y'all need to understand I ain't telling y'all this to make myself look good because I don't give a fuck about that. I'm telling y'all what happened. Some people be telling shit because they want to make. I'm not doing that. I'm telling y'all what the fuck happened. So don't come at me like that. It ain't like that. I'm not the type of person that brag. I'm telling you what really go on in my everyday life. This is what happens. And the man wanted some McDonald's. That man actually stole my goddamn heart. I'll never forget him as long as I live. The man stole my goddamn heart. 65-year-old white man. That's what he was. He was white. Long beard. And he said he wanted some McDonald's. This man got no legs, bone thin. He said he wanted some McDonald's. That's all he wanted. He didn't want them the IV food. And I know what he's talking about too. They would have put the IV in him, and that's how it would fed him. He said, no, he wanted that. He wanted, and then people had stole his stuff, stole his wallet. How the fuck do you do that to a person that ain't got no legs? You got to be a special kind of evil to do that. I agree. Let's talk about it. That was she. Y'all, go look up her interview and listen to what she. I wish I could find that damn interview. Let me see if I can find it. Simone Byles talked about this. I swear. She said that she saw the cats eating and she was always hungry. And Simone, man, y'all, let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find that interview. If y'all look it up, you're gonna find it. It's right there on YouTube. She said she don't like cats because the cat basically ate before her. Here you go. I think I done found it, y'all. Hold on one second. I think I done found the interview. Hold on.
I never would have thought, joining 6 years old, I would be where I am today.
Simone Byles just opened up about how she faced going hungry as a child and revealed what led to her getting a second shot at life and becoming the Simone Byles we know today. Let's get into it. If you've only caught Simone Byles as she was snagging gold medals, you may not know the difficulties she went through as a kid. Simone dropped the third episode of her Facebook Watch series titled Who Am I? And in it, she got real about the challenges she faced growing up. Simone, who's 24 now, said she and her siblings were placed in foster care after her birth mom couldn't take care of her.
I don't remember a lot about foster care, but I definitely knew that we had been taken from our biological mom, and then you just think you're going to go back to her.
Simone's grandmother revealed that Simone's birth mom was drinking and doing drugs, which led to the children having to move out. Luckily, Simone got to stay with her siblings.
I hope I don't get no, whatever. I'm trying to play. I'm trying to find that what she said that she
sister Adria,
what she said the cat ate.
However,
first.
Around led to food insecurity with Simone.
That's what she said out of her own mouth.
Growing up, me and my siblings were so focused on food because we didn't have a lot of food.
Simone remembers there was a cat in their house getting fed while she remained hungry, which led her to not being a...
Okay, y'all heard that? Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? She just said her and her siblings was focused on food. Damn, I know that feeling. It's traumatizing as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. It's like, woo! And she remembered a cat eating before she did. It's right there. Did y'all hear that? Go. This video I found, it says Simone Byles opens up about going hungry as a child before being adopted. You sat there and your child is hungry as hell, and it ain't have to be that case because you could have got food stamps. I don't believe this. Y'all mad at that Simone don't want to talk to this lady? Like, really? Everybody don't want to necessarily talk to you. They might forgive you, but they don't want to talk to you. I hope y'all heard that part. She said that her and her siblings were focused on food. Man, I so empathize with her. Y'all have no idea how much I understand that statement about being focused on food. I remember getting out off the school bus, and like I think I told y'all this before, there was a place called the Bread House that was like by the school bus, and I used to want so bad to go in that bread house and eat. All I could think about is eating, and I ain't had no money, and we didn't have nothing at home to eat, and I would go to the grapefruit tree. A friend of mine that I went to school with, shout out to Christina. I remember you and your brother, Christina and Chris, because they used to share their food with me. But they couldn't always share their food with me. I mean, they're kids. Can't expect them to always get the parents' responsibility. But they had a grapefruit tree. I'll never forget it. They built a park there. And maybe I'll make a live and show y'all that grapefruit tree. They had a grapefruit tree across the street from their house, and I would go there and pick them damn grapefruits off and eat. So when she said they was focused on food, that's what my mind was, always on eating. No lie. Like, that shit ain't no joke. To be hungry as a child and want to eat, it ain't no joke, y'all. Like, it ain't no joke. I feel so bad for Simone. I feel so bad for Simone. I can't tell no lie. I know she wealthy right now. I'm happy as hell that she wealthy. That's another thing. I be happy when a black person get that money. Y'all crabs in a barrel that don't like for other black people, you need to stop. Because you should be happy. If you ever grew up like that, hungry, no food, in poverty, you should be happy to see another black person get that money, man. I love to see a black person, even if they ass kind of arrogant a little bit. Okay, I'll forgive you for that. I don't want to see you poor. I don't want to see that. That bothers my eyes. It fucks with my head. I don't like to see the poverty. I like to see well taken care of black people with a mama and a daddy, with a nice house, with nice clothes, the hair done, the hair cut. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. You know, I don't want to see poverty, man. I've seen too much of that shit growing up. I mean, it is what it is. And, you know, my kids, and I've apologized to my children. And one thing about me, I will say sorry. And I've said sorry to my kids for anything they feel I did them wrong. I apologize to them. But because I grew up the way I did, I bet you one thing, y'all. The lights ain't never been cut off. My children ain't never experienced the lights being cut off. My children ain't never been evicted. My children ain't never went without food. My children have always had nice clothes. I'm talking about when they under the age of 18. Now, when they grow up, that's a different ballgame. But under the age of 18, nice clothes. My son haircuts. I didn't have a whole heap of kids. My son was the only child for 15 years. I did that shit on purpose because I wanted to be able to provide private school, lived in nice neighborhoods, never had to worry about food insecurity ever. I never did drugs, wasn't an alcoholic. When you put drugs and alcohol in the midst and you have children, understand you're destroying their life. I wish, but these people be so selfish. They don't give a damn. They be so caught up in their own pain that they don't care. But that's why if you want to be a crackhead, become anti-natalist. If you want to spend the rest of your life using drugs and being a crackhead and drinking, just don't put other human beings in it. That's all I'm asking. Don't put other human beings in it. Can you do that? And when I say don't put become anti-natalists. Become anti-natalists. The level of selfishness to put children in that situation is just beyond me. And then these black folks will give this lady a pass. And they'll say, oh, she was just going through a hard time in her life. Oh, she had trauma. Oh, she was in an abusive relationship. Oh, this happened to her when she was growing up. You motherfuckers make all kinds of excuses for these toxic ass black mamas. I call bullshit. Because they could have choose a different path. Just like they chose the drugs, they could have chose a different path. They're selfish bitches. I'm not going to agree with y'all, and I'm not going to feel bad for them all the way. Because they could have made better choices. Black community that love to give your toxic ass mamas passes. We need to normalize in the black community not giving toxic black mamas passes. You could forgive them, but don't sit there and give them passes like that. Quit making excuses for them. I see black people do this. Hey, mom, be toxic as fuck. Yet they'll still sit there and woe is me, they mama. Their mama done took them through fucking hell. And they woe is me, they mama. My mama, my mama, my mama. I don't want to hear that shit. I have to get the fuck home. I have to politely leave. I don't even say nothing. I just leave. Because they all in their feelings about their mama, my mama, my mama, my mama, my mama, my mama. So when they start that fuck shit, I politely exit the building. Because I'm not going to sit there and listen to it. I'm going to politely exit the building. Unless they want to take accountability. Now, if they decide, I'm going to take accountability, then we talk. But if they sit there and throw a pity party for their toxic ass mom and make excuses and don't hold her accountable, I'm very polite about it. I'm not going to sit there and bash their mama. I'm not going to talk shit about their mama. I'm just going to leave. I'm not going to listen to your bullshit. We're done. I'm finished. I'll get up and walk out in the middle of the goddamn conversation, and I ain't got nothing else to say to you. That's it. So there you have it, y'all. There you have it. It's just disgusting the way that Simone Byles peoples is treating her. You know, and she's not even doing anything to them except ignoring them. I did not know that not bothering motherfuckers bothers motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Minding your business is apparently a problem too. People are never satisfied. They mad because she ignoring them. They're pissed off. Apparently they pissed off about it. They all up in their feelings about her ignoring their raggedy asses. To the point where they're going to the media creating a smear campaign. Wanting people to attack Simone Byles and be upset with Simone Byles. Well, we're not. We're not mad. I don't think the majority of people that's listening to this bullshit that they spewing, I don't think that they mad. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to get at least one cash app before I end this live. The cash app is right there. It's $ RASHIDA'S. Where is it at? Hold on, y'all. It's right there on the screen. I would like to get at least one cash app before I end this live. I'm about to end the live because I have pretty much said what I needed to say. Also, ladies and gentlemen, you can donate to my GoFundMe as well. Let me pull that up. Give me a second. If you want to go to my GoFundMe and make a donation, that's fine too. Although I do prefer the cash out. But it's your choice. And I haven't gotten a donation. Wait a minute. When was the last time I got a donation? This is really sad. The last donation I got was 11 months ago. 11 months ago. Let me put my GoFundMe link in there as well. The last time I got a donation was 11 months ago on my GoFundMe. That's sad. That's not good. So if you would like to go make a donation to my GoFundMe, where my goal was to get to the $12,000 mark, please go there and make a donation as well. Let me see if I can share my screen. Give me a second. Yeah. This is my GoFundMe. So if you would like to make a donation to the GoFundMe to help me get to that $12,000 mark, I would really appreciate that. My goal is to raise $1 million. And yes, I do still have that goal. I'm not going to stop. Because what I would like to do is produce the Dark Skin Activist Tour on a big level. Now, I've been producing the Dark Skin Activist Tour featuring my play, which is a one-woman show called The Dark Skin Woman's Revenge. I've been producing that for years with little funding. And this GoFundMe is 10 years old. So the $11,722 is raised over that period of time. I don't have $11,722 in there. That's the amount that's been raised over the 10-year period. And so I always have like goals, short-term goals that I want to reach. And I would like to get this to $12,000. So if there's anyone out there that could help me get that to the $12,000 mark, I really would appreciate you. Please make that donation. My overall goal is to raise enough funding so that I can go on a official Dark Skin Activist Tour. But folks, it requires money. It's amazing the amount of shows that I've been able to produce with that $11,722 over the year. The last show I did was at the Atlanta Black Theater Festival last year. I did a performance of my play, A Dark Skin Woman's Revenge, at the Atlanta Black Theater Festival. But I want to take it to the next level because I have other shows that I wrote that I would like to produce, namely Burnt Black Crispy Biscuit. So my overall goal is to raise $1 million to go on tour. My short-term goal for this GoFundMe is to get to the $12,000 mark. And as you can see, I have the last donation came from Lisa Blakely, and I want to say thank you so very much, and thank you to every single person that donated. But it was 11 months ago. 11 months. That's a long time. So I would ask that you please make a donation. You can go to either, like I said, the Cash App. You can go to the GoFundMe and make a donation. Support this channel. I do not get enough donations for the amount of work that I put in. And I just pray that someone finds it in their heart to help me, to support the work that I'm doing, to support the tour that I want to do on a bigger level, because I don't just want to be on YouTube. Understand that I started dark skin activism with my plays and my books. And I started dark skin activism doing plays in the community, doing plays at different venues. That's always been what I've been doing before YouTube came along. I've always done that. It's just a lack of funding that has prevented me from doing it on a grander level. So please make a donation. Oh, thank you, Prairie. I appreciate you very, very much for that donation. And to everybody that's listening to me, that if you've ever donated, I want you to know that I am super duper grateful. But my heart and my goal, and I'm never going to stop pushing and fighting for it, is to do the Dark Skin Activist Tour featuring Burnt Black Crispy Biscuit, A Dark Skin Woman's Revenge, and all my other shows that I've written. I want to tour around the United States and eventually around the world doing my shows. But people, that requires funding. Okay, some of the places I performed at, like I said, the most recent performance was last year in 2023 at the Atlanta Black Theater Festival in October. I was there in Atlanta, and we actually were in Macon, but it's still called the Atlanta Black Theater Festival. So I've done the Atlanta Black Theater Festival 3 times. The performance of A Dark Skin Woman's Revenge. See, I actually produce. I don't just talk about it. That's very important. A lot of these YouTubers got GoFundMes and Cash Apps, and they don't produce shit. I produce. Let me run down the shows that I've actually for real produced. I've performed at the Atlanta Black Theater Festival 3 times. You can Google A Dark Skin Woman's Revenge performances. All you gotta do is Google it. I'm official. The rest of you motherfuckers is lying. These are some of the places that I performed a dark skin woman's revenge that I used that money for over the years. I actually produced. I'm so proud of myself for actually doing it. This was, where was I at? This one was, oh, this was in Georgia as well, where I performed. This is November 17th. You guys can go read the article. It's right there. I got so much work that I don't actually put out for real with no bullshit. I'm just gonna drop some of the links in there. Let me go back, because see, one thing about me, while these people stealing from me and taking from my brand, I actually produce. And all you got to do is Google a dark skin woman's revenge, and you're gonna see the different places where I have actually performed. This one was in Harlem. Okay. This one was in Harlem. Actually, there was two performances in New York. One was Harlem and one was in Brooklyn. This was in, I believe, 2017. So that GoFundMe money was already used to produce these shows that I'm pulling up right now, currently showing y'all. Let me just drop some of these links in here. It feels great prove that you actually do this thing for real. A lot of these YouTubers that's copying me, they'll never be able to prove what I've done. Let me see something. Sorry about that, y'all. Somehow I popped myself out the camera, but I'm back. I'm trying to pull up some more of the shows that I actually produce. Let's see, Atlanta Black Theater Festival. Let's see if that comes up. But y'all can Google this stuff for yourselves. Y'all don't got to take my word for it. It's Google it. Do your own research. Do your own research, honey. Do your own research. And oh, the white label. I forgot that I was there as well. Oh, this was when they tried to sabotage my play back in 2020. I ain't gonna say no names. I'm just gonna drop the link in here. But I was at the white label in Atlanta, Georgia, back in 2020 during COVID. They tried to sabotage the play. I ain't gonna say no names, but people stole my link and gave out the link to people, and people were able to watch the play for free. And that cut into my revenue. They did some evil shit to me, but I kept going. I'm still here. I ain't going nowhere. But I would like to get a big money backer so that I can produce my show on a bigger level. So that is what the GoFundMe is for. But I just dropped a few links so you guys could see the various venues where I've already produced. Not talking about I want to do it. I actually did it. Understand, it ain't talking about it. You see my digital footprint where you could actually for real see the shows that I produce. Not talking about it. I did it. I don't like people that talk about what they want to do. Don't talk about what you want to do. Just fucking go and do it. I've done it. That's a lot of these YouTubers, that's what they do. They sit there and talk about what they want to do and they don't do shit. But these are some of the shows that you guys can see. This is where I performed at. A Dark Skin Woman's Revenge, the white label. That's 349 Decatur Street in Georgia. I think I might have even filmed some of the practices that I was doing there. But I have a digital blueprint that clearly shows that I have actually produced shows utilizing the GoFundMe money that I've gotten. I have a written track record that you can find online. And that's the reason I stress that is because YouTubers come on YouTube begging for money and you motherfuckers don't produce. You ain't got shit. You ain't got nothing to show for it. Zero. You just begging and lying to people, taking their money. Me and you ain't the same. I've actually done it and still doing it. The books, Amazon. Because I started this GoFundMe because I wanted to raise funding to write my books. One book. But if you look, you can clearly see I wrote way more than one book. We got Darkism. We got How to Be the Hottest Dark-Skinned Chick on the Planet, A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge. There's other books on here. I believe Token Dark Girl is on here. The point is, I actually did what I said I was going to do. And that is why you should donate to me. I'm a producer. I'm the real deal. So donate. Once again, you guys could go to my Cash App and make a donation. Or you can go to the GoFundMe. I would love to get this GoFundMe to the $12,000 mark. I'm hoping that there's somebody out there that's listening that can help me get the GoFundMe to the $12,000 mark. If you would like to go to the Cash App, once again, the Cash App is in the chat. The Cash App is also in the description to this live. So please choose a platform and make a donation. Anyway, I would like to thank everybody for taking the time to listen to what I have to say, my commentary today. I'm going to go ahead and end this live. And I hope you guys have a very blessed rest of the day. I want to thank you for tuning in to Rashida Strober, the world's first and only dark-skinned activist. And I am exiting the building.